Hi guys, it's Katie Bishop with Prairie Earth Farm. Today I am videotaping from inside my living room because it is super windy outside. There's 50-mile-an-hour gusts of wind. It's cold. I finished up all my outside work this morning and I'm going to spend the afternoon in the office. But first, I wanted to talk to you about a vegetable that we all love, potatoes. So today I'm going to talk to you about a couple different varieties of potatoes that we grow. We actually grow anywhere between 8-9 different varieties, not including sweet potatoes, but I'm only going to talk about a couple today because I got a lot to do. So the first potato that I wanted to talk to you about is one of my favorites, and it is called Colorado Rose. And I don't know if you can really tell, it's slightly red on the outside, white on the inside. This potato is great for using in soups or stews because it actually holds its shape really well and it'll stay nice and firm, and the flavor is excellent. So if I'm going to make a soup that has like diced potato in it, this is the one I'm going to use, and it's also good for mashing or for roasting. This one I always have trouble saying. It's kind of pink on the outside and magenta on the inside, and it's called Adirondack Red, and there's also another one called Adirondack Blue. Hard to say Adirondack, I don't know why. But the Adirondack Blue is purple on the outside and then violet on the inside. And the really cool thing about these potatoes is that color flesh will actually stay that way even after you cook it. So if you're going to boil and mash these, you're going to have either pink or violet pastel colored mashed potatoes, but these are also really beautiful roasted, and the color will stay. It might darken a little bit, but it'll still be noticeable as pink or purple potatoes, and the taste is excellent as well. So these are popular, and they usually are one of the first potatoes that we grow that sells out is the Adirondack Red and Blue. The next potato that I have is called a Corolla, and this is actually a potato that looks like your average everyday potato, like a russet. It's a little bit smoother than a russet, but I have to tell you the flavor 10 times better than a russet. So the inside of a Corolla is this buttery golden yellow, and it stays that way too. These make the best mashed potatoes. I love these, or French fries. They also make delicious hash browns, and of course you can roast these too. The other thing I love to do with Corollas, or a similar potato with this golden flesh, is potato leek soup or creamy, cheesy potato chowder. And then finally, if you've ever heard of a fingerling potato, you've probably been wondering what's the difference between a regular potato. This is a fingerling. This is actually called red thumb. Yeah, I guess I get it. Fingerling potatoes are of utmost quality. If you're looking for the best potato you can possibly buy, go find a fingerling potato. They're usually more expensive, but the truth of the matter is they are much more delicious than any other potato you're going to find. They're called fingerling. It's finger, L-I-N-G. They're called fingerling because usually they're long and slender like a finger. So these I would not spend my time mashing. I probably wouldn't make fries out of them. They are pretty tasty in a potato salad. I also really like to just saute them or roast them. The most simple preparation is probably going to be the best for a fingerling because you want the flavor of the potato to shine through, so you really don't need to do very much, which is nice, right? Really quickly though, I wanted to address something about potatoes. You can find organic potatoes in the grocery store, and you can find local potatoes at the farmer's market. But I encourage you to seek out both local and organic potatoes, and here's why. And I promise I won't get very preachy or long-winded, at least I'll try not to. A local potato usually has been harvested within the last 3 months, and so you are going to get the most nutrition and the most flavor out of a local potato. But the organic part is important as well. So if you were to go find a potato in a grocery store that was not organic, I can pretty much guarantee that it has been coated in an anti-sprouting spray or agent. And what that does is just make it look like the potato is much fresher than it really is. Most grocery store potatoes have been grown and harvested a long time before you're actually taking them home and eating them. And so under normal conditions, a potato will naturally just sprout with age. But if you'll see in the grocery store, most of those potatoes aren't sprouting, and that's because they've been sprayed with this really toxic spray, and that toxic spray goes right through the skin into the potato. So even if you peel your potato, you're probably still going to get that toxic chemical in your food. So if you can find local potatoes, that is fantastic. And if you can find local and organic potatoes, those are the ones I would pick from. if you're looking for local and organic potatoes, specifically Prairie Earth Farm local and organic potatoes, there are a couple different opportunities that you can take advantage of. If you don't already know, we participate in the indoor farmers market, which is actually all the way through April. So it's the third Saturday of every month in the U.S. Cellular Coliseum. We are there from 10 to noon, and we will have a ton of potatoes. Coming up soon is the Thanksgiving farmers market, which is November 21st. And we will have a ton of these potatoes, and so we'd really love for you to come and check us out. We also have what's called a Roots Box CSA, and that should be starting in January, and we will be opening the registration for that very soon. Every 2 weeks you get a box of root vegetables, so it's potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, turnips, beets, stuff, lots and lots of root vegetables. So once the registration opens, I tell you what, you better get on the list because it sells out really fast. And then we have the Thanksgiving CSA box, and I only have 5 full boxes and 5 half boxes, and I'm guessing within the next day or two those will be sold out. So there are potatoes in those boxes as well. And if you need a lot of potatoes and none of those work, call me and I will hook you up with potatoes. I got a lot of them. One last thing. And I know this video is getting really long, and I could go on for hours about this, but I just want to take a moment and thank you so much for your support. I don't think that you guys understand what your kind words and your loyalty and your support mean to us. You know, today is a nasty day outside, and we do not want to work outside, but we have to. I mean, you're allowing us to live our dreams and farm in the way that we believe is the right way to farm for you guys, and you're allowing us to do that. And so from the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank you guys so much, and I hope that we get to see you in a couple weeks at the Thanksgiving market. So have a great week. We'll see you later.